didn't cross my mind that when you buy a house you have to clean the house. Assalamualaikum, hi guys, my name is Ismail and you're watching Chekmael. It's been quite a while since I last posted a video. I was kind of sidetracked. I was doing something and then it was getting exciting, so I decided that I should just solely focus on that for a bit. I've actually been wanting to sell my clothes for the longest time, hence that is why I call the channel Chekmael because flea market. I like to buy a lot of clothes and I just simply do not like to wear them, so I just simply like to collect. I like to use the word collect clothes because seriously I just buy and I just put it aside. I don't really like to actually wear them clothes. I don't know why. It brings me this happiness, whenever a package comes and then I open and it's like, it's so exciting. Like, when I was stressed at work, the only thing that will bring me happiness back then was to actually like buy some things online, and then when it comes and then you open and then you're so happy, and then like 5 seconds later you like, you know what, you still have problems. The problems is not solved by that mere 5 seconds of opening whatever clothes. The short-term happiness amounts to so much clothes, and I can see how sad I was, like looking at all those clothes that I was buying. As much as I actually buy a lot of clothes, I do look after them, so I just pack them nicely. It at least tells me that I'm actually looking after all these things, because these are not really cheap clothes. Even though fast fashion, some of them are actually quite, well, most of them are cheap, but yeah, but it's still money, right? I was very grateful that I have the opportunity to buy all these clothes, but I knew at the back of my mind is that one day God is going to take away all these things away from me. It did happen, but not in a bad way. I have lost that interest, so now I'm not really into having so much clothes. Now I'm into more selling all my clothes. My idea of selling clothes is actually like flea market, which is I bring all these clothes, go to a market and then like sell it cheap, that's the way that I feel that's the best way to sell my clothes. But I never had the opportunity to actually rent a space, or even when there was an opportunity, it fell through. The idea of actually selling on carousell was one of the things that I was thinking about. The thought of meeting someone to like sell your things terrifies me, because I'm like not a very sociable person, right? So I did pluck the courage. Okay, let's try to sell one pair of boots and then see how it goes, and then eventually it went well. And then I said, okay, let's list all the shoes, and then it went well. People keep buying and this is great. But obviously I sell them at a loss. The amount of money that I spend and the amount of money that I got back doesn't really justify. People will only buy if you don't sell it that expensive. So I don't know, give and take. I think another reason that I wanted to sell my clothes is because now that I'm like staying alone, right? I make it sound so sad. Now that I'm staying alone, another responsibility is to actually like clean the house, and then cleaning the house is one of the most not fun thing that you ever want to do. It didn't cross my mind that when you buy a house you have to clean the house. I have so much clothes, and then things get dusty, and then some of the clothes get moldy. The white t-shirts is becoming yellow and whatnot. It's like, no, I cannot stand this anymore. So I was sitting on the toilet, like across the clothes that I'm like looking at every single time, and then I was like, Ismail, you are not going to wear all these clothes. We have to sell these clothes. And I eventually did it. So you know what, I think I'm done. Like what I mentioned earlier, right? God is going to take away all these things away from me, not in a bad way. Like I suddenly lost the interest. I'm not really attached to the clothes. I don't enjoy buying more clothes because I already have everything that I need. Like I'm more into reforming the clothes. Like if I find that the clothes is too big, I'll make it smaller. If the pants is too long, I'll cut it shorter. I just transform a long sleeve shirt into a short sleeve shirt, and that's what I wanted. So yay, I'm actually in the process of decluttering. So I've come to a point where I don't actually want to have so much clothes. It's really funny because the fact that I actually moved into this house is because I wanted to hang every single item that I own, that every single piece of clothing. And then when I had the idea come in, so I want this, and then I want like all these just hanging clothes, you know. And then I realized that there's too much clothes. Plus the fact that I have to like clean the house. I'm going minimal. Brother is going on a minimal journey to improve his life so that we can quickly clean the house and move on with our lives. So let me show you kind of like a little transformation around the house. Okay. So one of the things that I still have not the heart to actually sell is actually all these necklaces that I've actually collected. I know that, you know, some of them have to go, but simply because I want to actually fill up all these frames with necklaces, it's gonna break my heart to actually let anything go. So this is the last thing that I'm gonna like consider selling. One of the things you have to make sure when you actually have your own house is to actually clean the house, right? One of the things that I dreaded to clean is actually these windows here because of the lizards. I learned that you have to put like eucalyptus. I've put this eucalyptus and it has all dried out, and I just saw like a lizard over there. Lizards terrify me. Okay, anyway, so I'm like taking a deep breath before I open the window. So bismillah. I was drying my home slippers here, so let me just, hopefully there's, I'm such a loser. The lizard also scared. I only decided to keep all these clothes only. See, brothers, being minimal now. But just because I want to keep them doesn't mean that I will keep them. It has become a habit. Like if I was to look at something and if I didn't like it, I will just remove and then I will put it on the floor here. So whatever that you see on the floor folded here is going to be on sale, and I already actually listed them. I'm just waiting for buyers. This is ideally what I want it to look like, just clothes and nothing on the floor. So let me show you the clothes that I decided to keep, starting from the left here. It's actually a very nice day today. It's like so bright. So on the most left hand side, these are all my outers. I know that I'm going to get rid of them because when am I going to wear my outers, right? I just like them. All these beautiful nice long coats. Like, where am I going? Ya Allah, so what's the point? So I think one of the things that I'm going to sell is my blazers first. Nowhere I'm going to go out with blazers. Even all these beautiful jackets, it's just a dream lah. This is my commonly used section. My t-shirts, I've already condensed them. Like, these are the only ones that I'm going to keep. Hopefully, I will not buy any more. Fingers crossed. These are all the shirts that I decided to keep. I still have some of the clothes at my mom's house because I'm into transforming my clothes right now. So like for example, this shirt is actually very long. I feel like it was too big for me, so I decided to shorten the length and also shorten the sleeve, like my way of shortening, which is just cut the thing out and then just fold it and sew. And I like it that way. So yeah. The next section is my prayer clothes. So I have a selection for praying. So just because you're at home praying doesn't mean that you cannot select. You must look good in front of God, okay? So, and then these are all my smart trousers, which is a pain when I have to wash them. So because I have to bring it to the cleaners and whatnot. And then these are my casual trousers. I've actually listed some and then I decided to keep them. So it's like I can decide if I want to sell them, I will just take it out, I will put it down there. And then if I want it back, then I'll just shop from where I have all these clothes and then I'll just hang it back up there. There's another 1.5 amount of these clothes that I have already sold. Can you believe the amount of clothes I've collected? So I've managed to sell all those clothes and I still have all these clothes that I'm still waiting to sell. So yeah, if you're interested, you can go on Carousell, look for Chekmael Flea, and hopefully we can meet one day and I'll give you some good stuff. So okay guys, so maybe you guys are curious about the things that I'm planning to sell, so maybe I should just share with you some of the things that I'm selling. This tie-dye overshirt. Nice, right? Never worn before. I wore this t-shirt to death. I love it so much, but I'm planning to sell it. So this is what the bag looks like. I love this so much. I got received a lot of compliments for this, but it's time to let go, brothers. Going minimal. This neoprene t-shirt, never worn before. But seriously, why neoprene? Why neoprene t-shirt? Text it. This batik t-shirt bought in Bali. Never worn before. I bought this t-shirt when I was sent to Shanghai for training. It's a long sleeve. doesn't fit me anymore. So this polo tee bought at Queensway. Is Queensway still open? Anyway, about this batik shirt my best friend bought for me. She's gonna kill me if she saw this, but no lah, I look like uncle already, then I wear this. Some of the text still here. Sorry best friend. This beautiful checkered shirt from ASOS. Everything still has its tag. I'm selling this for $10, y'all. It's not a sweatpants, it's like pants with elasticized waist, and then it has this orange thing in the center. Nice, right? $10. This pair of checkered jeans, mak lawas sangat. $10, nobody wants to buy. Still got a chance. Chekmael at Carousell Flea. Chekmael at Carousell Flea. Chekmael Flea at Carousell. It's a blazer and it's nylon. Look. This brings me so much bad memories. $15. This is vintage stuff. Ovaltine sweatshirt from Schwarzenbach. I have no idea what it is. Whoever is interested in this beautiful hoodie from Schwarzenbach with Ovaltine on it, people might think like you're trying to promote some kind of beverage. It's breaking my heart to sell this, but I bought this at Pacific Plaza when this doesn't fit this fat person anymore. So yeah, so that's a bit of what I'm planning to sell. Until I see you in the next video. Bye.